Hey guys, it's Dr. Stacy Naito, and today I'm going to talk more about plants, and I'm actually going to feature these lovely ladies. So I've got two Marantas here, there's a Stromanthe here, and a Calathea. So the reason why I wanted to cover these particular plants was because all of these are known to be very, very fussy. They love humidity, but they don't want wet feet. They don't want super dry soil. They're basically kind of like divas, and I know that those of you who have tried to cultivate Calatheas, Marantas, and Stromanthe know what I'm talking about. There's also Tenanthus, which is supposed to be real fussy as well. I have not gotten a Tenanthus quite yet. So, in full disclosure, I haven't had these for very long, but, oh my gosh, so far so good. So I guess we'll start since, well, we'll start from this end. So this is my Maranta erythro neura, okay? And I have had this lovely, incredible plant for 2 months now, okay? So this sits right near a northwest facing window. It's about maybe 2 feet away from that west facing window, and it's right next to a humidifier. In fact, the leaves kind of sit on top of the humidifier, at least some of the leaves. So I will show you, again, I've had this for 2 months. It does sit in a pebble tray as well, and I also mist it every day. So there are a couple of crispy leaves. So there's a crispy leaf there, which I will take off. I actually do this maybe about once a week. I'll see a couple of leaves. And then here's another one that's kind of crispy, and it's just kind of bugging me, so I'm going to take that one off as well. So those two are done, and then this just looks so amazing. So I've just noticed with the Marantas, they do love to be misted. Actually, all these plants really like to be misted. And so I just keep doing it. So here is my Maranta leuconura, or my lemon lime Maranta or prayer plant. Also doing quite well. Have had this one for 2 months. And I am noticing some crispiness. And honestly, I've heard other plant people say you just kind of have to resign yourself to having a couple of crispy leaves if you're gonna, have these plants around, and I definitely see why. So like this one, I've just been kind of, monitoring this. I'll just leave it on there, I guess, and then that's just a little bit brown. I got a little bit over here. So otherwise, I mean, it's pretty happy, and I just love the variegation and the pattern on the leaves. They're just so pretty. So the third plant that I'm going to get to, actually I'm going to come back to the Stromanthe. I'm going to talk about the Calathea Ornata, or Calathea pinstripe. So I've had this plant for about a month-ish, a little more over a month, and it's so happy. I mean, and I have this as well, like right next to a humidifier. I've got the lemon lime Maranta right next to a humidifier. And this one has just given me absolutely no complaints. I would say this is probably one of the easier Calatheas to take care of. I kind of had heard that before I bought it, and then kind of forgot about it, and I saw it and I thought, well, it's really pretty, I think I'll get one, and it's just been happy. So love that. Now I can see that the soil is evenly moist. That is the goal with all of them, to keep the soil evenly moist, not soggy, and definitely not dry. And lastly, I'm going to talk about this Stromanthia Triostar, or Triostar, which I have had for a little over a month. And I would say this is definitely the biggest diva out of the group. It's a gorgeous plant. I mean, how can you not love a Stromanthia Triostar? I mean, you've got this beautiful green and white variegation on the leaves. And then, I mean, look at that beautiful magenta on the underside of the leaves. So, here's the thing. I have had this right next to the humidifier. I missed it. I've got it on the pebbles, and I mean, like this leaf, actually let me see if I can show you here. Okay, so it's definitely crispy, and I could probably take it off. There's a crispy edge to this leaf. This is kind of what you deal with when you have a Stromanthia Triostar. I mean, I just think that's how it is. There's another crispy. So, I mean, I have to admit, I love having a very neat and tidy house. I like my plants to look really nice. And so, when I see all that crispy stuff, it actually annoys me. But, you know, it's doing what it's doing, and it's definitely not dying, so I'm very happy about that. So I did notice that, I think it was Harley G, she had mentioned that, you know, she's got some crispy leaves, and she said, hey, you know what, if you've got crispy leaves on a Stromanthia Triostar, that's not the end of the world. So I think these are wonderful plants. I would say that if you've never had any of these before, and you're starting to get more adventurous about, you know, different plants, which that's what happened with me, that's why I got all of these. Just bear in mind that these plants are humidity loving plants. So putting them next to a humidifier I think is ideal. That works for me. Every single one of these plants is next to a humidifier when I have them in their proper places. And you know, I have the pebble trays on all of them. I mist them every day, and they don't get a ton of light, but they get enough to stay healthy. And I just make sure that the soil doesn't dry out completely, and I also make sure that the soil is not soaking wet because I don't want root rot. So anyway, so you could try one plant and see how you do, and then if you feel confident enough that you're not going to kill it, then get another one and another one and another one. And so see, I have 4. So that's it for today. I'm probably going to do another plant video next week where I talk about a certain genus or maybe a very specific species of plant. I don't know. I'm just kind of see how I feel and go with it. So also let me know if there's something that you would like me to talk about specifically. So thanks so much, guys. See you later. Bye.